Welcome back to the crossroads of the world. This afternoon we've got double the action and double the fun as the Anchorage Glacier Pilots play host to your Mat-Su Miners in the first doubleheader of the year for Mat-Su. What's going on, everybody? Dylan Simmons and Charlie Fellows on the call with you, and for the Miners today, it is all about redemption after they suffered an earthquake of epic proportions last night against the Anchorage Bucks. As Dylan Marks is at the plate now, the second baseman out of Sitka has been sensational, and he lines one out to right center, and did I say sensational? He's got a single, and coming home for the Pilots is Knight. That ball gets away from the catcher for Mat-Su, and now on to second is Dylan Marks, as it is Chase Knight who scores, and Logan Vaughn unable to do anything with that throw. He was a participant in the USA Baseball 18U training camp and won a pair of WWBA championships, so in his prep days he was certainly one of the best.
On the ground to second base. Marks on to second for one, on to first in time to turn two.
My goodness, a perfect double play by the Glacier Pilots that time. And I love the way that they just efficiently were able to flip the ball back. Luke Hefner, Dylan Marks did a great job of understanding the situation, getting the double play quickly. And you saw the amount of time that Marks had to throw it back to first to Jake Dodge. That was sensational stuff and a great double play by the Pilots.
Just like that, the leadoff walk is erased.
First baseman in Oregon back in his prep
That's
days.
A bunt laid down by Drake Kerr. He's going to try and leg it out, and he will. Drake Kerr does what Drake Kerr does. A two-out bunt to manufacture a hit out of nowhere. How many times have we seen him do that this season? Dodge finding the zone when he has to, but Baltz at first base, an RBI single, and the Miners have tied it up.
Beautiful RBI single by Blake Baltz. I said he understood the situation, he understood the assignment, and delivered a rocket out to right field, a bouncing ball that got right in that 4-3 hole. Beautiful shot in between Marks and Shanahan, doing what he does best. They're trying to keep their spot at third in the standings.
That's into left field, and it'll be down for a base hit. So the Pilots will retake the lead here in the bottom of the fifth. 3 straight singles allowed by Ryan Peterson. And Jake Dodge, the great base running by the first baseman, pays dividends. Pilots 2, Miners 1 here in the fifth.
Now a 1-1 count. Beam at the mound. Pitch on the way. Baltz sends one up to shallow left field. This is going to drop down. It's a fair ball. It just barely stayed within the left field line. And coming around is Kerr. Here's the throw, and Kerr makes it in time. We are tied in Anchorage.
Specialized. You got a lot of guys coming out of high school who can pitch and hit.
Johnson rips a fastball, and he struck him out. Ashton Johnson with a key punch-out on Tommy Beam. And there will be no runner on first base via a walk or a single now. That's out number 2, and that will bring on the last man in the order. It is Brendan Shanahan. Understanding a given situation, knew to go after that baseball. 2-1 by Johnson. This ball popped up. It's into space. This one should be easy. And coming in and making the catch is Richard. We're on to extra innings. The top of the 8th is on the way. The score is still 2-2. Johnson, he's going to try a curveball. This is foul. So Johnson went with the curve that time. We've seen him mix in the fastball in this inning and throughout the game. We'll see what he goes for. Needs this strikeout to end things now and bring it to the top of the 9th. And he got the strikeout. There's the fastball. Ashton Johnson simply electrifying, and we are on to sudden death at Mulcahy Stadium. We'll see if it will be the truest of redemption for Mat-Su. Charlie Fellows will take you through the final half inning. We'll be right back. You're watching Mat-Su Miners Baseball on YouTube.
Pilots out hitting the Miners 8-7. And that's hit high, but not too deep. Into shallow left field. Coming on it is the shortstop into foul territory, and he makes the grab. And the Anchorage Glacier Pilots take game 1. They win it by a sudden death score of 2-2. The second time this season the Miners have been on the wrong end of a tied game loss by virtue, or I guess lack of virtue, of that extra innings rule. They dropped the first half, but never fear, there is still plenty of chances for them to get back in the win column as they play half number 2 of this doubleheader. Well, welcome back inside Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska, home of the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. That's also terrible, though. Cut and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 2. Hayden Hattenbach wasting no time Hat or no, racking up the Ks here. He's got 2 in his first inning.
Great control and chance for a K right here.
And he'll get it. His second looking strikeout, 4th overall. And nothing the Glacier Pilots have tried has worked so far. 50 shot, he guessed right.
So here we go, payoff pitch. Bisaccia lines one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit as the second baseman could not corral it. Troy Sanders did everything he could to get after it, but Nick Bisaccia able to get it through, and that's going to be a single. Playing loose, but in a good way. 1-2 count, and he delivers another strikeout. Hayden Hattenbach has been sensational to start off this game. 6 strikeouts in just 3 innings against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, and they still have a donut on the scoreboard. Baseball circles, and congratulations to Coach Bassetti.
And he's a former Miner, too, joining the coaching staff here.
As that one goes right past the pitcher, Zawastoski. That's going to be a single into left center field for Blake Baltz. So Matsu able to get a single here in the top half of the 4th inning. And it's the man out of UCLA who delivers easily. Here we go. Christian Perez will send a high fly ball out to right center field. This one is going to be caught. Runner's going to tag and come home. And he will score for Matsu. A strike from our vantage point. And this time there's no doubt about it. Strikeout looking issued by Hayden Hattenbach. And 7 is the magic number for him. He ties the season high for a Matsu Miners pitcher. Alongside Tucker Timmerman, he has been unbelievable through 5 innings. A single in his first at bat of the game and got a stolen base as well.
1-1, bases juiced, 1 out. Zawistowski. Off the end of the bat into right field. Stolga coming on, and he makes the grab. McCausland's going to tag her. This is Scow, actually. He's going to tag, and he's going to be out. What a throw by the right fielder, Stolga. Now,
beautiful job painting the corner that time. That breaking ball continues to be effective.
Patrizi fielding it and bobbling it. But he throws on, and he gets him anyway. I looked away, and I thought the game was going to keep going, but Barajas couldn't leg it out, so Patrizi atones, throws on to Christian Perez, who fields a trio of groundouts to get the Matsu Miners the win, 1-0. What a game it was.